Good evening, everybody. Match 5 of the 1979 Cricket World Cup being played in Sri Lanka on Brian Llama Cricket and PlayStation was played today. It was Pakistan versus Sri Lanka at Kandy. The reason why I'm got a reaction like that because now we're going to have a look at the scorecard. I have just witnessed something unbelievably special. Pakistan won the toss. They elected to bat first. They stuttered, really, to 253 for 8 from their 50 overs. Sri Lanka were very disciplined with the ball. As we have a look at the scorecard, there was 19 from Majid Khan. Sadiq Mohammed was absolutely terrific. The star batsman got 70 off 118 deliveries. A wonderful, wonderful innings. Really built nice. No one else really got started at the top of the order. There was 22 for Sayer Abbas. Harun Rashid got 9. There was 5 for Javad Mindrad, and there was a duck for Madassa Nassar. They were 144 for 6 from about 36.2 overs, and you're thinking they're only going to reach 220. Imran Khan went ballistic. He hit 51 of 40 deliveries. It was a brilliantly paced innings, and Captain Asif Iqbal was brilliant. He hit 64 of 71 deliveries in what was a fantastic innings. There was 0 not out for Wazim Bari, and Shahbaz Nawaz hit 8 not out. They got to 250 on the final ball of the innings. It all went well for Sri Lanka. Fast bowlers were very expensive. There was 41 for 1 for Ranjan Gunawakela, 50 for 2 for Tony Upaffa, 61 for 2 for the captain Bandula Wunapula, 68 for 1 for Stanley De Silva, but the star bowler 2 for 28 for Somachara De Silva. He didn't have a great tournament 4 years ago, but he bowled very solidly here. The response, I saw a match 4 years ago when West Indies won, came from nowhere. I think they were about 166 for 8, chasing 267 at the Oval against Pakistan, and they won with 1 ball remaining thanks to it. I think it was a partnership from Andy Roberts, and the wicket-keeper at the time was Derek Murray, I believe. I'm just having a look. Yeah, it was Derek Murray and Andy Roberts right at the end. They stole a 1-wicket victory. Sri Lanka probably had 65% of the match, I should point out. But this is just astonishing. Brendan Wallapula, Bandula Wallapula was brilliant at the start of the innings. He hit 46 runs. There was 21 for Sunil Wetwemi, who looked back to his best. 16 for Roy Diaz. He struggled, 16 of 44 deliveries, but a wonderful innings of 79 off 102 deliveries from Duleep Mendes for star Sri Lankan player. There's been so many star performances here. A brilliant pace 37 of 43 from Rajan Madagali. Absolutely superb. And at 202 for 5 with about 10 overs left, they were in a very strong position. Then all of a sudden, Imran Khan. As far as I'm concerned, the performance from Imran Khan is the best performance I've ever seen in the one-day game by a single individual. He's batting unbelievable, and his bowling, it is going to be something special for Pakistan. He is going to go down in history as one of the great players ever to play for Pakistan, as far as I'm concerned. 37, and then it just all went. The panics is setting. 4 for Sadath Pascal, 4 for Somachara De Silva, out to a poor shot. I tell you what, they were squeezing them. 26 of 21 deliveries from wicket-keeper Sunil Janasaya, but then he got out, and then Stanley De Silva was out for 4, 247 for 9, with 5 balls remaining. And then there's an all-run free from There was an all-run free from Ranjan Gunatilakni, 3 not out. And then off the final ball of the innings, the final ball, the 50th over, there was a shot down the ground from Tony Opatha, 32 years of age, Tony Opatha. He hit a 4 down the ground. It just beat, I think the fielder was Sadiq Mohammed. It just beat the fielder and it went to the boundary for 4. And the roar you could hear from the Kandy crowd, 12 not out, Tony Opatha will never ever forget that. 254 for 9 from the last over, the last ball of the entire game. 31 for 0 for Majid Khan. Maybe he made a mistake, that's it, well, by bowling him a few more overs. He went for 56 and took 1 wicket. 2 for 41 for Madassa Nazar. 50 for 1 for Shabaz Nawaz, who was expensive. He only bowled 5 overs. Sakinder Bat, he was very expensive. But the champion, Imran Khan, 5 for 42. That's the best individual performance. That's the best individual performance by someone in a World Cup and in a one-day game I've ever seen. It is sensational. It is, in my opinion, the best game ever in one-day internationals. It overtakes the West Indies, Pakistan from 4 years ago by virtue of it went down to the last ball. Pakistan won the toss, selected a bat first on a flat pitch. They did well to reach 253 for 8, a brilliant performance from Sri Lanka. But Sri Lanka, 254 for 9, with all the carnage at the end. Sri Lanka winning by 1 wicket off the final ball of the game. Man of the match for his 51 and his 5 for 42. Imran Khan is the first player in one-day international cricket to get a 5-wicket haul and a 50 in the same match. It is also the first ever victory by an associate member over a Test player nation. And surely that now rubber stamps Sri Lanka's status as a full-time ICC member and a Test player nation. They wanted to get Test cricket played in 1980. I think the ICC have got to make an announcement in the next 10 days or so. But the whole of Sri Lanka, nearly 15 million people on the island of Sri Lanka, celebrating the greatest result in their history. Top of the second in the table by the barest of margins. Tomorrow's match is quite interesting. It's a repeat of the 1975 World Cup final, West Indies versus Australia. West Indies are expected to win that. This Australian side obviously are not the same team that played so well 4 years ago in England, or had a bit of grit in England 4 years ago. We're going to have a look at the star players. They all got off to good starts. They all got off to sensational starts, if I'm being honest with you. They all played their part. Asif Iqbal has put down more of a bowler and an all-rounder. He obviously struggled with the ball, but let's have a look at that. Good start, averaging 70 already. Sadiq Mohammed, brilliant innings, as I said earlier, of 70. Obviously 64 for Asif Iqbal. He batted beautifully, but he was put down as a main bowler. He's averaging 56, 1 wicket, which is very expensive. Dulit Mendes, 79. He got averaging 79. And Shomachara De Silva, 14 with the ball, 2 wickets. I can't really get my breath back. I really can't. You think you've seen everything in this tournament, and yet, for some reason, the drama, the pulsating drama, it is the biggest shock ever in World Cup history, because obviously it's an associate member against a Test play nation, but the atmosphere in Kandy is like no atmosphere I've ever saw. I thought the atmosphere at the Oval was special when you had 15,000 West Indian supporters in a 28,000 capacity stadium 4 years ago, but that was special. That will go down in history as the greatest one-day game ever played. They had the game, they didn't. It is... I can't get my breath back. It's just unbelievable. But that's match 5 of the World Cup completed. Tomorrow's match 6, West Indies versus Australia. Can West Indies, world champions, get off to a winning start? Can Australia compete against the West Indies with a side that many people say they'll struggle with? But until then, It's me, Lawrence Howard, reporting on this unbelievable World Cup in Sri Lanka. Congratulations to Sri Lanka. What an effort, what a performance. And best of luck to them for the rest of the tournament. For me, this is Lawrence Howard, but saying bye-bye.